meeting, but not.
There you go.
Josh's email address.
Does anyone really watch these things?
Yeah.
Really?
I believe people comment.
Andy Bennett watches them. Yeah.
Now, is Andy a heavyset guy?
No.
Nah, not really.
I gotta know.
Oh,
Okay, he's probably been around.
That's why.
You know?
Talk about football.
Yeah, I live in the recording.
We are recording. Where are we in? We're recording.
Okay, it's the Bridgewater Recreation
Just have to give the time.
meeting. It's 6:05, and we are in the conference room 201A. All right, and we're ready to start. Okay, started. Roll call. We have everyone here, but we don't have everyone here. We're missing Dan Buron and Mike Flaherty, but they should be coming. They said they were going to be coming. So we move to the next. Approve the minutes.
I have
What's that?
a bunch of changes and some questions. Not a bunch, but I don't know if you want me
Yeah.
to say them now or just.
Well, just to deal with to talk
Okay,
to Allison.
and for the next time.
Yeah, you would just suspend the, all right. Motion to suspend the approval of them.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Suspend it. Okay.
And I'll work with
All right,
Allison.
we have
I
a
just have
motion
questions.
to suspend.
Second,
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Okay, we'll hold off on these minutes. Any public comments? We don't have anyone here, but thanks for coming in.
is this meeting hybrid?
No, there's nobody tuned in.
Okay, we should start doing hybrid.
We couldn't do that. They said
We can't now.
Yeah,
I agree.
I like meeting in person.
yeah, I like you. I told you I like you.
Oh, no, it'll still
It'd be
be,
next to me 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk some old business.
I have no reason to know.
Williams
Not right now.
School Inclusive Playground, how's that going?
What was that from? Go ahead. You can hit me.
The playground, the inclusive playground.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's going good. Well, Gina might be able to elaborate.
right, Sherry Fryer was at the CPC meeting last week. We talked to her, our town manager is actually, Jim, I don't know if you were told this, town manager wants to submit the application.
Yeah, she
through his
told me that.
office.
Yeah, she
Good.
did.
Right.
She's been.
So we approved it,
Mhm.
well, we approved
It's
her
eligible.
eligibility.
Eligibility, yeah.
Now they have to do the actual application, so they might be going to you for more
Oh, I'm sure
info
they
too. They will, so that's where it stands. So once all the information is there, the town manager's office will actually put it through. The town manager he's very interested in inclusive playgrounds and things. It's one of his things he really wants done. So he's taken over to do the application.
No, I think that's great.
Oh, so he wrote, okay, that's great news.
Yeah.
And what was the chairman's name? Dave, wasn't it?
Dave.
Dave. How is, have you spoken to him since?
He signed off on that thing. She had a letter she showed me from the Disability Commission.
Letter of support or something.
Yeah, letter, if you want to call it.
Letter of
Yeah, letter of support. So,
Was he going to give us numbers too? Or was there a plan he was going to give us? Was it more than just,
no.
I think you got the numbers for it.
That was from
I got
Okay.
I was gonna give him the size of the playground over there, and he was gonna do everything, but Allison got the numbers and gave them to him.
okay, great.
So he didn't even have to do it. So he has all that. So he should be good.
But he
was
just-
great the town manager's involved.
Well, that's what
I don't think
she's
so.
gonna be,
I
assistant manager's gonna be doing a lot of procurement.
Right, it's two separate projects. There's originally, when Disability Commission came to us, they were going to put it as two things. They came to CPC just for information. They were going to merge the two. Their Sherry Fryer behind the middle school not the middle school, whatever it is now,
Williams.
Williams, and Marathon Park. But when David Firm came to us, and he was talking just Marathon Park, so I asked, wasn't it to put the two together? And he said no.
Yeah,
So it's two separate, completely separate projects, Tom.
yeah.
Okay. All right, well, it is where it is, but at least we're moving in the right.
Yeah,
Right,
no, it's
so
good.
there's
It's
the
good.
Williams School, and it's going good.
How about them, okay, you have an update, Mark or Jim? You guys have an update
Yeah,
on the
we
field?
got,
Just so everyone knows, the middle school multi-use field that's behind the old high school
Yeah.
on the side of
the new middle
it.
school,
Yeah.
off of Crane Street there. But we met out there, like 2 weeks
2
ago.
Mondays ago.
So what we did was went over with Larry Silva, basically just the plans, kind of where we thought maybe we wanted to do things. Kind of looked at the existing tennis court, maybe as an option, because they're gonna put in, what do they call that, a lacrosse?
Lacrosse wall.
Yeah, lacrosse wall,
Yeah,
like
it
a
comes back.
bounce back wall.
Yeah,
So they're looking at maybe kind of doing it there. Keeping the existing tennis court, but just stealing a little of the this area from that thing. I went,
are they gonna leave it ground or are they gonna put like stone dust on it?
no, they're
Where
gonna,
they're gonna use
They're
the
gonna
ball?
pave it.
They need it, they want a hard surface, so that's why they thought, maybe the tennis court, put on the side of the tennis court.
maybe synthetic, but they don't know. They might have to pay for that themselves. And Frost said they might do that. I don't know.
I think
I don't know
there-
what's the- Go ahead.
one thing, if I remember right from what Pat Driscoll had said at our CPC meeting, that there's what, 4 tennis courts there now?
Yep.
And they were thinking of doing just 3 tennis courts, because there's really no tennis courts in town, and taking the 4th one and putting that bounce back wall.
Yeah. And it is in the specs to what do you call that? Rehabilitate, resurface those existing ones, tennis courts. So it's not like, they're gonna take one court and leave the other 3 kind of
Yeah, this is the
unusable.
one thing.
Unusable.
Yeah.
When they're done, those things will be back.
Do you think there's more demand for pickleball courts than tennis courts?
I think you could.
Make 2 and 2?
I think
Or
you could do-
make 4 and 2.
I think you could do all of it. I think you could. I've seen places like in Lakeville at the Ted Williams.
Yep.
They have their
Separate,
tennis
that's it.
courts, and then with each tennis court, they have 2 pickleball courts going this way. They kind of steal some out of play areas on one side, little out of play in the middle. So they'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have 4 pickleball to 2 tennis.
Sandwiches that way too.
And then you can paint
Courts.
if you really wanted to. When you were resurfacing it, you could
Double
maybe
paint the line.
paint it. So you had them, map it out. So bang, 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 bang. And then what they had at the Ted Williams was just some kind of temporary pickleball courts, the nets that they put
Yeah.
on. So then you just put those up and take them down, and
But
When
who
you
puts
leave-
them up and takes them down?
well, they're but
The
the
men's,
ones I
they
yeah
can
they're-
move, they would check.
Do they,
A lot of campgrounds do that now. They repurpose their tennis courts with those movable
yeah.
pickleball courts. So if you want to play tennis, you can. So they either stay stationary, but they're lightweight, you slide them out of the way, or some almost like roll up and they roll together. So they're very, very, very movable.
wait,
Can you
does
put
that,
2 like sleeves in the, put 2,
I was thinking
put
that too.
sleeves in. So all you're doing is drop the poles.
I was thinking of that too.
No, you can't do that because that would be in the middle of the tennis. The way they do it is that'd be in the middle of the tennis net.
No. There's sleeves. You put the.
There's like a cover over it.
Yeah,
On
you
the
put a
ground.
cover over it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only I was thinking because
they must have.
the covers that we have for up at ours, when
Yeah.
you take out those permanent pickleball posts,
Yep.
you put a cap on it, but the cap is elevated. It is.
Yeah, and if
it
you're
is-
running back on
So
tennis.
It's not recessed. So if you did move the pickleball
Yeah, I got you.
posts out and put those caps on, and you're playing tennis now, you would have something sticking up.
so this
You
is,
might be now. You might be able to.
There may be some. new
They make
stuff.
some. They not make some.
Right. Come
so
on.
this is a
Well,
tennis
I-
court, there's a pickleball and a pickleball.
Yeah. And it's
Is that confusing?
oh, it's a little confusing.
I know I'd be completely.
I would be too. I look at it and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of lines, but I think for the people who play both, I don't think it's as confusing as this for menu. I agree. I look at it and I'm like, what are these lines are going everywhere here?
I just don't think we have a big tennis demand. That's what I'm saying. We
I know.
need two and
I know.
four. 'Cause I think you can fit two tennis, two pickleball in a tennis court,
Yeah,
right? Is
yeah.
that, am I correct on that?
But they're taking,
One.
they're taking one out to make that bounce back.
So
So
instead of four, there'd be three
Okay,
tennis
then
courts.
then we could just do it that way then. Keep two tennis courts and two pickleball courts.
you don't
And
have
then,
more
and then the
courts.
wall.
No, because the wall takes the place of one court.
I don't think we're in, to be honest with you, I don't think we're in demand for more pickleball courts because
Okay,
I know they want them down there, but based on everything we went through the last 3 years with pickleball and everything else, I think there's plenty of availability down there. It's just a matter of them sharing it.
I'll tell you, East Bridgewater opened up. Their
In West
pickleball.
Bridgewater?
court. Halifax has got
Yeah.
pickleball courts. Now everyone's getting pickleball courts.
Yeah, I
And
think that-
I know there's a group,
Should
go to-
use it. Yeah.
East Bridgewater, Halifax.
Where's these Bridgewater courts?
I'm not sure. I know they have them. I know they built them because I was at the Y. A bunch of the people that go to Bridgewater now go there.
So back to the multi-use, I went
Yeah.
out since then, since the meeting there, did look at that well. Did look at the controller. The well, as far as like having enough volume. When we do that drawdown test, so you run stuff, we there for like an hour, 45 minutes, just trying to basically get the irrigation on the little football going and testing. Then we drop down a little tape measure thing with a bell on it, and you can you can
Little
hear it.
sound, yeah.
So we did that before we started, did it after we started. No significant drawdown at all on that well. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's not like, yeah, I know. Believe me, I know.
That's
No.
great news.
So, the only thing, you still,
Source.
you still gotta go, I would highly recommend, that pump that's in there, that's gotta be, I don't even know how old.
Yeah,
that is.
we need to pump it.
I
The
think
grand scheme
you're,
of things.
you're out of your mind to spend all that money on
Yeah, yeah.
resurfacing those fields.
Totally agree.
And that's, but it's getting short money too, short
I
money.
was gonna say, it's nickels
Yeah.
compared to what you're
And
talking
then
about.
we were talking about, with Pat Driscoll and Frank about maybe having somewhere to store some equipment, because there's nothing up there. I was thinking maybe if we could have it near that well, so you could have the, pneumatic tank in there
Yeah, just
along
yeah,
with the
yeah.
controller.
Yep.
And or just the pneumatic tank, and then, maybe even enough for, aside for those guys, maybe 3/4 for those guys, and then somewhere you can put a mower, like a mower in there.
Yeah,
That way you didn't have to worry
Yeah,
about.
then you're not transporting.
Yeah, because I think you're gonna have to get, they're gonna have, when we write it up, maybe get something for a growing mower, because you gotta have something lightweight to put, if you grow that thing with seed, you can't be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
beating on it with a giant mower, turning around, it's a mess.
I would just add to the irrigation. I'd pull that pump and see if we can rebuild, just rebuild the whole thing. Remember, there's not a lot on those.
There's nothing,
It's just the thing on top is really the motor itself. So replace the motor and or keep it for backup if you get a
Yeah, I
lightning
think you-
strike.
you
You
can,
don't lose the whole
yeah,
thing.
you can pull it out, save that one, put a new one on. There's the pressure switch right there, which you throw that probably in the little pump house too. And the tank is actually so old that that pneumatic tank is in the ground right now. I don't,
Right.
the guy that I brought over there said, yeah, they used to do that, but he said, it's crazy because if that thing goes, you gotta dig it up. I've never seen that.
Where do they put them now? In a garage?
Yeah, you either have a little, doesn't have to, it almost looks like a doghouse or something. It could be,
But aren't those tanks like a 4 or 5 foot
they're
tank?
about
Yeah,
this big,
it's a pressure tank.
about this high,
really,
yeah.
right?
So
Okay.
it keeps the, it depends on how big they are. But yeah, they're about this big. So everywhere I've seen, they have them, that's inside. The well is out by itself, usually with a cover on it, but the pressure switch is usually in there. I usually have the controller in there, but
We could put something there and lock
yeah,
it.
and I don't think
Well,
it'll,
we can have a multi-use building there for that, a mower, but
And
then
then-
store some,
yeah.
the big thing that we just can't do is, which we're okay, because that pump already has power run to right there, so if we build it next doors, because I believe CPC, we can't have, they'll pay for a building,
no,
but yes, but if,
No power.
no power, nothing
No
like
power.
that, so.
all that stuff is right there.
Well, it's all they have to do is build it, and then after the fact,
Yeah.
the power's there anyway, they're not paying for the power, and we're
You
just
could
feeding
even
that.
truck it in like some of the other ones,
Yeah.
If the power's there, so it's not gonna cost anything for the power, so that's cool. All right, that's
Two
great.
ways for-
Is that all
two ways for
fenced
the
too?
power
It can be all fenced in?
It's not,
No, no.
not, Jim, it's not, there's no talk of fencing that whole thing in, is there?
No,
Not in this phase?
no, I don't think so.
This phase was
This
just
guy's there.
engineering.
There's, yeah, it's this phase.
Well,
is just-
for this, like, this engineering, but this engineering and the first phase of the project was irrigation, run conduit for future lights potentially.
As far as what came to community preservation, we asked for it in phases. Phase one, $25,000.
Yes, step one
Just
for that,
for
but
engineering.
it's all,
Step one.
step one
next
for the
phase,
fee, yeah, for the fee, for what we're looking for this,
For phase
Yeah.
two. Phase
For
one.
the
of
money
phase-
that
of
we-
Phase two.
the money that we applied for anyway. So, yes.
No, the reason I even mentioned fence, just so the neighbors don't get kids coming through the yards.
I think there's.
You know,
I mean, there's kids down there anyway, but they don't have that problem now.
Well, they already have.
No,
them.
no, but I
You
know
got
They're already being used
You
now.
got football and lacrosse there all the time now.
Yeah, they already use them. It's just that it's gonna be an
Okay.
upgrade on turf.
Okay, all right, I just, just trying to think of a, especially you
know.
start putting lights, you just start doing stuff. Neighbors sometimes get a little.
Well, I think the lights that have.
Tom, you're trying to promote closed borders? Is that what you're getting at?
Don't they
I'm
have,
a Republican.
don't they have with other tennis courts where they're going now behind, the Pleasant Street houses like Carol's house and behind his house? Isn't there, right? There used to be courts there, but isn't there a thick row of trees?
Yeah, there's some growth, yeah,
Going
there's
through?
growth separating that.
Stuff and,
Yeah.
Jump over those trees.
you know, really.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's how long it's been.
those courts, that's on the plans to rip
Remove
those things
Yeah.
out of there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing,
No,
the
you're taking them out.
the old,
old,
those
old ones.
only thing there is
Behind
broken up
Carol's house.
asphalt and there is still the.
Oh,
the
okay.
poles.
Yeah.
That one's closer to-
It's unusable the way it is
They're
now.
like-
Now
they're
it'll
like
be,
right behind
more usable
the
field.
people's houses there off of 104 there. So if you walk through people's houses,
Yeah.
what's that,
but-
Winthrop Ave, if you come down
Yeah.
Winthrop Ave to the very end, there's tennis
Courts,
courts that
yeah.
are just the asphalt and posts,
Oh, really?
abandoned, haven't been used, and I bet you
Oh, I thought it was more behind,
Is there a fence?
houses.
Is that what you're saying?
there, I don't know if there's a.
I think it's
I
just
live-
a row.
stone
I
wall
live
and-
literally right on the other side.
I think,
So I know that whole area, but I haven't been down there in 100 years.
yeah, so that, I don't think there's a fence there, but there is, that's right where those abandoned courts are, kind of like right behind those houses.
I
Okay.
thought it was behind,
The Veronas.
yeah. I
Maybe
thought
a
it was
little bit.
behind Barney's house.
Yeah, it might be, you probably know better than me, I mean,
Yeah.
they're right behind somebody's house on 104.
All right. No, that's what I just care about. All right. Hey, is there anything else? When's the next meeting? Do you have a meeting coming?
Not, no, not scheduled, because, I think the next step is we're gonna have to,
Put a scope out, right?
You have to decide what you want, what the plan.
yeah, the
is.
whole thing, and that was pretty much why we met with Larry, because he's like, I gotta get a hard look at exactly what you guys want, because he just did up the plans, and he kind of put the fields in there. I was recommending to him to have everything pitched for the water, but not much, just enough so it drains
Yeah.
out, but have everything the same
Level.
level, so you could move that if you wanted to. Because I think there could be a little bit of a challenge with quality of turf on that thing, just because the two seasons for growing is spring and fall, and that's when they're gonna
They
be
use the
playing.
most, yeah.
And then in the summer, you can't really grow grass in the
How
winter.
fast you guys try? How fast are they trying to get in there?
Oh, well, as fast as possible, but
Initially, we wanted
you
to
know
have,
how the wheels,
so they're ripping it up this fall, but I don't think. it's
these
gonna
things
go.
take.
You know what it's
they
do?
take time.
It's a major mistake, just like on the golf course. When we built the golf course, you got to have it growing. You got to have it growing. Otherwise, you just.
Well, the plan initially, if this thing, if this moved along faster, the plan was to have it so we were planting the grass in the fall. You know,
Yeah, it would have been
tear up
nice
the
to
summer,
get it.
plant in the fall, but
I've
now.
seen him seed it right up until, Thanksgiving, just get it down, but, ideally, you'd have it like September 1st, you'd be seeding, and trying to grow it in
So essentially,
spring.
the work's gonna have to be done in 27, because lacrosse has no place to go, so lacrosse gonna have to stay there to
I
practice.
know.
So hopefully the work can commence in
He's talking
summer of
about going
27.
down behind men's softball, that guy from.
And that's not a bad spot for him either.
I said, if you go down and look and see if it's big enough. Nobody
You know what?
uses it.
Because it's only for 1 year. Then you're gonna have a great field
Yeah.
in the following year. You know
If
what I
it's
mean?
not,
It was easier to move. It was easier to displace football for a year than it would have been lacrosse. That was the
Yeah.
whole premise, to try to get it
Right.
going you know, for now.
So if it's
We
not,
could-
I'm sorry,
Go ahead, go ahead.
if it's not seeded, say even as late as November, because chances are it's not gonna be seeded before that. Okay, it's seeded in November, you should have a whole season for it to grow. So for the spring, for football and lacrosse, you said lacrosse can use something else, can football still use?
Football doesn't need it in the spring, football only in the fall.
They need
That's
the fall
true.
and fall. Yeah,
That's
so
true. But- and
If
lacrosse-
you find fall by then, lacrosse would have to be displaced, but that's, we'd have to look at.
That'd be enough
Behind
time.
Scotland.
yeah, I think that'd be enough time if you got it this fall, season this fall,
You get through this
throw
fall.
it in the spring, get it, you know, you'd have to fight it in the summer.
But realistically,
Well, you'd be
time
right, you
wise,
have irrigation.
Yeah, you'd have irrigation, so that's
right,
How much work is there? Are they bringing a lot of soil in?
I don't think they should be bringing much in.
No,
I don't know.
I think it's just moving, shifting it around. for the
Wow.
most
Yeah,
part.
I don't know how great the soil.
Afraid maybe bringing some loom or something.
Has anyone done any tests on it?
Well, that's part of, that's what he's trying to,
Okay, so
I don't think it's.
what do we have to do to move it faster?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's all dependent on procedures with CPC. Gene might know better. I think
it's
that stuff takes time, right? I mean, they meet once a month. It's
the
Oh.
phase one, the engineering is about done. We've got a big bill. That other bill that we looked at
Yeah.
was actually the second bill. We never got the first one. So
okay,
after the
that's
second,
why it was so cheap.
right, then there'll be,
that's good.
right, then there'll be at least one more, if not two. So Frank, Judd, Mike, you, whoever's, Mark, I'm sorry,
It's fine.
What's your name?
David, not David. Yeah, just,
Yeah.
why am I mixing names up all of a sudden?
Is-
Have to decide what they want where, like what field. Once you come up with the schematic,
Right, and that's what.
You get the-
we're there.
Larry can give the pricing or somebody can give the pricing.
Larry gets, Larry helps, does a scope and then through Jim's office and their
It'll
office,
have
they
to be
put a
like
scope. of it.
RFP.
Can we shoot for, is this, just tell me, is this realistic? Can we get it by the end of September?
No,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
No. Can we get Larry to put it on, can we meet with him?
I can ask him. I don't know. I don't
you
have
can
any
make
idea.
a scope,
I know, but I'm just trying to get the, let's roll it. Let's
Oh,
go.
I know.
but if he,
Because she can't, CPC can't do anything without getting the numbers. So we're sitting here going, well, we don't really have the, well, let's do it.
but it's going to need, Tommy. Once Larry puts together the scope, it's going to have to be put onto an RFP.
That's a very good
Because it's
idea.
going to be more than $50,000.
Write up the RFP. Make
So-
sure you don't forget anything. That's a big thing.
So much is gonna be, would you guess?
Oh, I have no idea.
Over 50,000.
No, but can we do pieces? Like
No,
challenges?
the whole thing we've been eyeballing for 500.
Yeah, that's. I think they.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got approval from CPC for that.
Oh,
Yeah, so the numbers, no, it's just procedure now.
Yeah.
It's all set on their end.
CBC has approved the eligibility for it, but all we recommended to the council so far was the 25,000 for,
No, it's what we passed, but we were talking about
right,
five hundred
no,
thousand
you have,
price tag on it anyway.
right,
And that's
and you have the eligibility form
Yeah.
in, which was approved.
the application, right, the application.
Right, but
Is there
your
another
actual,
eligibility required?
No, we did the eligibility,
No.
and we did the
but
application.
now we need to have, once the scope
scope.
is made up,
Right,
And then
we
the
need to
RFP.
have an estimated cost. They won't start the RFP till it's approved.
Right.
So it'll come to, once you get your scope, revise your application, which now is 475,000
Right,
left in
right.
it. Ballpark, you can leave it the 475, you can get better prices.
What if
comes-
it, what if it comes in after the RFP comes in at 525? Is that,
there can be some adjustment.
You're better off.
I'm just asking because I mean, we don't have any idea
Can I say this?
where'd the 500 come from? That was a
If
guess.
they know it,
No, that's what we
that's the number.
put into it.
Okay, so Tom, to further
Yeah, but nobody based that
I
on.
know, but let's
anything,
move
right?
this.
Yeah,
Right,
no, we
particularly
talked about, we
the
met down there
timeline.
initially, that's the number.
No,
we-
no, no, no.
we
It comes to
Everything,
CPC. Will you revise, if you revise the application, but let us know you're ready for the next step. We'll recommend, if it passes, and I'm sure it will, we recommend to the council. It goes to them for a first reading, then it gets referred to.
right, yes, yeah, and then
Okay.
the second,
Right,
we
so
get,
you're
right,
looking at least October, and then you put out the RFP.
Okay.
And the RFP, I think, is at least 2 weeks, right?
At
Oh,
least,
that's
if
good.
not
Yeah,
more.
but
I think-
no,
I
no.
think they do
It'll go
2
out
weeks
for
of that.
2 weeks, and then you're gonna have to, people are gonna have to put the bid together. You know, how long it's gonna.
that's what I mean,
I
there's,
think you give them a timeline, if I remember, a 2 week timeline from when you go out, you say, this is due 2 weeks from now.
And
There's
the
a lot
town-
to get done in 2 weeks.
it's probably summer of 27, the work's getting done.
Yeah.
Football's off it for fall of 27, lacrosse is good to go, spring
Yeah.
of 28.
Can we do this? Can we get together with Larry?
Yeah,
Up here, can we set up a meeting at the rec office? And just send up note, and we'll just talk about, hey, Larry, let's put it
we
to,
can go right to his place. He's
Okay.
about 2 doors down from you, so.
No, no,
just
I'm cool
roll
with it.
down.
but let's just put it on paper. Let's get it done.
Well, he's got it.
I know, but what we need the pricing, because he can estimate, right?
He just does a scope, he's not doing any pricing,
Yeah.
he just does a scope.
No, I know, but
The
he can give
RFPs
us an
Can
estimate
estimate.
on his, he's a professional, and say, hey, it's probably gonna cost you
Can I
$450,000.
ask you a question?
Because we're just
Well,
moving.
you're doing
yeah, well, that's what we did,
If you're
that's what we
doing
did
an
when we first.
RFP and the people are bidding on it, what do we care what?
No, they
Anyone
don't
else
want
says-
to know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Just for an estimate.
I know, well, I know.
Because
they're
we-
asking
so would
for
you,
it.
so do you
estimate to
do
go
you
to the
approve
council.
it on the estimate or do you approve it on the RFP?
We recommend it based on the estimate on your application.
We talked to Larry.
I just wondering how, at what point you'd say, nah, we're not doing it for that price.
Ask Larry what he's gonna.
But that's, I mean, when we did this before with Pat and everything else, you know, when we talked about, but like, because that's the number Larry gave us, the ballpark, he's like, we told him what we wanted to do, he's like
Okay.
500. So that's what we got it from, so that's what we were shooting for from you guys initially.
If we don't have, okay, there's a parking lot, pretty large parking lot from where I am in Sandwich, 350,000. It's large. I bet you could put 2 baseball fields, you know, and then make it a parking lot by Seafood Sam's. It's huge.
Oh, it's Sandwich.
Yeah, it's a massive parking lot, but I read the whole thing was 350,000, another 150. I think we could do this. And this is near.
No, yeah,
by
I'm
Seafood
not
Sam's,
saying
right
you
by
can't,
the
I'm just-
water.
No, I'll tell you what, we can do it for that price tag, for what we wanted, fine. We can
So
do
we'll
every,
back into it.
we can do everything we wanted to do there. Worst case scenario, we can't actually put in lights, but we can run the conduit and all the wire and everything else and have everything ready so that for another phase down the road, CPC, we can apply for lights.
Yeah, I think the lights you might have to.
All the underground infrastructure we want to put in place now.
Right, guys, I think that.
No, but well, right now, if I agree with you, if that's a problem, just keep it off and at least get the field built.
Do everything you do underground, so I'm not digging in the field again.
Yep.
And then go from there.
I think it's cool. All right. So can we do this? You've been working with them.
Yeah, well, it's been collectively,
Let's just see if we can just sit down with them and put them on fire and say, hey, can we get this thing moving?
Ask me what he's charging for this heating too. This extra meeting. Just
All right.
kidding.
Yeah.
right,
That's
I was hoping
exciting.
Dan, I was hoping Dan and Mike would be here. We're gonna have to fly through this because I gotta go back.
Yeah. Basketball?
Yeah, Biddy, last night, was a makeup game tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
uh,
middle school multi-field, we did it. Old Scotland Links. Okay.
Buckley, I got a call from the golf pro Scotland Links and he said,
Is that Chris?
yeah, he said he heard from his bosses and that just consider it a done deal. We'll do the Buckley. Well,
Oh,
we're gonna
good.
run it. They're not gonna, but I told him, I said, we're really not gonna it's not gonna cost anything in lost revenue for the management company. Because we go out on that Thursday, there's the Thursday night league. They shut down the tee at noon. We go out, we play in that time when the tee's shut down anyways.
Yeah.
I mean,
Excellent.
we'll be playing, like I was telling Tommy.
Somebody's going to teach it for us.
Well, that's, I mean, we really, we had the golf, George Pimento before. So we really,
Could we get Chris?
no, he's not.
He doesn't do any teaching anymore.
He didn't do it when I was doing it. When he never did it
But
when
he's-
we ran it. He didn't do it.
But if you look at their website, it says lessons, but if you click it, you don't get anything.
I don't think. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think you really need golf pros. I mean,
Okay.
talking about kids that are
Yeah,
7 to 12. Yeah, I plan on getting all the volunteers for all that stuff.
good.
I
Uh,
volunteer, but I need to take the lessons myself.
that's all right. We'll bring you a golf cart and
All right,
Well,
no, good. I think that's great. We're already-
Just for the
you need a
kids,
lasso. That's what you need.
let's,
other,
yeah.
the
let's-
ladies too. I talked at the last meeting, there should be a clinic for ladies.
Jim,
I put on one.
Jim, so you feel good about it, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What, can I ask you this, what happened to the driving range
Well, try to read.
at the golf course?
Which one?
Do they have it, any of them open?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
old,
yeah.
the
The
old,
one in the back,
One of
the
the
old private range is now the public range. So there
okay,
is no private range.
what are they doing on the side?
Nothing.
Another.
Is it all overgrown?
I mean,
No,
it's
I'm
not
just
any more
saying,
overgrown than it was before.
Can we put the kids out there?
Yeah, we could, and I asked Chris about that, and he said he's not worried about that. He goes, "I'm not worried about that."
Okay. Nothing,
The only thing I was thinking that the reason why he might have said that, he didn't say this to me, but I was thinking, remember the driving range net we had down on
Yeah,
the left of the
yeah.
public?
I know
That's
exactly.
gone.
Yeah.
There's no more range.
Fell and it's
They
not.
put up a fence that's probably 4 foot high
Why
that
did
goes
you do
up.
that?
It came down during a storm. They just never replaced it. didn't they?
No, they took
They
it,
took
they
it
took
down?
down the net and put up that 4 foot fence, because they shut down that range tee. They don't
That
need
was
it anymore.
off. We put that up. Charlie and you, Mike Flaherty, there were a lot of guys, did a lot of work on that
Put
place.
that thing up every year, every
Yeah.
spring was a pain in the neck.
Okay, but that's why you and I think we've all
I
talked.
guess that's.
I want to see us get more, like, I hate to use the word control, because there's a management team. I like to see us get into it a little bit more and start looking at
Yeah, that-
exactly what our
you're gonna
contract
have to,
says.
you're gonna have to go.
No.
Town manager on that one, but
And
Well, wait a minute. Supposed to be coming to us.
you can.
We're supposed to be getting the rate. Well, I've got the contract and I've looked at it and they're still supposed to come to us. So, but we get no
To who?
thing to the rec.
Well, we're supposed to be part of, based on the town charter, we're supposed to be part of any discussion with the golf course.
right,
So
there's,
we can reinstate that at the town manager's office. That's the first step.
right,
Yep.
and at the risk of the broken record that I've said for months and months and months.
I have the
We,
whole thing.
we
now.
can call Troon in to us. I know they're not local, we can do our Zoom with them. We need to put all our questions together. Now, you said Chris said this is okay, but his Troon said it's okay. Does Chris have the authority to make decisions?
Yeah, I think he said just tell him that he doesn't have a problem. Chris can tell him it's no problem. So
Let's get it in writing. Let's get it in writing that they're willing to work with us. My thing with I want everyone to take a look at that contract and read the contract.
And I think we have to,
I think it's something that have you seen it?
I haven't. Mike gave me a call.
Oh, okay, good.
again,
See,
we need to put our questions together.
I know, but we're not even into that distance yet.
Right.
We haven't gone to that step.
I
Right
think
now, I
we
want
have-
all of us to be in the same,
Yeah.
in the same boat that we're all talking. I think legal counsel's gonna help us on
And
that.
I think back
Good luck
to
with that.
Brooks' time, we did put comments together. And I may have them somewhere for her, because I have a lot of her emails still.
All right, are we good now with cause I had that for some new business too to talk about, but we'll get to that one along. We have 38 minutes. The PC, CPC funding for the new track on the football field, is that have we heard anything about that?
I haven't applied for the eligibility yet.
Right.
Now the football season's starting back up. I'll get talking with them and see exactly what their needs are. And like Jim and I have tossed around a few ideas. And like I said the last meeting too, it's more or less doesn't have to be a track. It's just something to clean up. So we don't have dirt and mud and everything all around there. Some
No,
kind of,
I think
you know.
it's great. We have, now, is it the same thing? We have to get
we have to see if it's eligible for them to fund it based on what we want. If it's eligible, then we do a formal application with the ballpark price,
Yep,
give it to them and they give us the yes or no.
And wait till you see the new eligibility form, new application. You know how cumbersome the old application was? Absolutely terrible.
A lot easier.
IT department has put it's all online.
Fantastic.
Hey, Jimmy, how much do you think you can do on this
What?
with the track, like to try to fill in some
Zero.
spots?
No, we'll have them. He doesn't have the time.
I don't even have the equipment.
Yeah.
No. For that stuff? No.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask, see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, that part of it's peanuts for having those guys graded out.
Yeah, because they're gonna have
No,
machinery
but
there.
right now, we can't put it on the football field now because you got the practice. Oh, you're already practicing, right? On next week you start practicing.
Yeah, it doesn't hinder practice or anything
Okay.
like that.
So
No,
next,
I mean, this thing isn't like, it's nothing that's keep us from
okay,
doing
no,
anything.
I know, but if we can get a goal on it, say 2000, we'll do it the summer of 2027.
Yeah, but again, we're not doing it. It's gotta be approved by
I
CPC.
know, but you're gonna be the
Town.
manager of it. You're gonna make sure it gets done. You need eyes on it. You can't just give people.
No,
jobs.
that's the issue is that same thing running the middle school project too.
Yes,
Is,
you need eyes.
yeah, but he doesn't have the time
Yeah, well,
to be all over this stuff, and that's where
I don't
things
mind,
land.
I don't mind overseeing, but you're talking about,
I'm
it's
not
like throwing
telling
in a
you.
car pad.
No, I'm not telling you
Right?
to
I
do,
mean-
but you still gotta get eyes on it.
No, I,
So it
that's,
goes. Just overseeing the project.
yeah, that's like, I mean,
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
no, that's fine, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not, you're talking putting asphalt down, I mean,
No. You're
Are we
not
talking that asphalt or are we talking that rubberized?
no, I think we're talking asphalt.
Right,
The
asphalt.
rubberized stuff would be like,
We know asphalt you'll pay for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, that other stuff is, I mean, think about the marathon park,
Marathon.
it's gonna be 200 grand.
yeah.
All
We're not
right,
looking at that.
all right. So can we just shoot for that 2007? If we
27.
27. He's talking this. That's why I'm just trying to build. Let's get a plan and
Oh,
get
yeah, I get it.
I hear everyone bitching. It's taking so long to do anything. We got to put dates on this and say, hey, we're getting this done. Just like the field. Let's get it done.
Well, it's not too, but there's things that I mean.
I know, but I've done this a long time.
I get it, Tom, but it's a matter
Tom,
of like
you gotta
taking the
remember,
time
this
and
is
filling the
municipal work.
application.
This
I
isn't,
know.
this is an AA Metro here.
Hey, can I say,
I
we
mean,
built a golf course and it was, oh, you can't, we got it done.
No, I
Because we
understand
pushed
all
out
that.
so good.
But
And
now-
we got the basketball courts. We got them done. It wasn't because we went to, we didn't have to get, the
No,
money.
but for us to get funding, we gotta go through her, and there's a lot, not her,
No.
say, but her department. But just fill out the applications for all this stuff, that takes time, to do all that stuff, it takes time, you
Then
know?
it needs.
And it's, I can't spend, I can't spend 10 hours a week on these
But can we have
projects.
Allison do those?
But she's got limited time too, that's.
No, but that's what we gotta do though. That's who you gotta use.
It's gonna be through there, I'm telling you, that the assistant town
Well-
manager, that's where it's gonna be through.
All right.
There is a person, because CPC has our RFPO now for assessment at the cemeteries. What was the rainiest part of the morning? I was walking through cemeteries.
no, yeah, oh,
Um,
really, oh, wait.
There is a person, I think this person's hired, that put together the whole RFP. Josh did for what he had, he put together, we reviewed it. This person that wrote it put out the spectacular RFP for us. But, so there is.
Okay, well,
I think
no,
they
okay,
hire.
well, why don't we do this? Well, I'll talk, I need to talk to the town manager. Is that what the deal is?
No, it's
To move, no, I know, but I'm just trying to
you
get
can't.
it- what we need to
We
do.
have it under control.
No,
I don't
I'm not
think it's
gonna
that-
wait.
Mike, so say we're talking about the track. Is it the same as the multi-use fields? Do you need a scope? Do you need engineering? Do you have to go out, or do you just say, hey, we want to do it, it's gonna be 8 feet wide by 500
Yeah,
yards?
so you wouldn't need, I thought
Do we
you
go
would
out,
need.
do we put it, if we put it to an
No, no, we
RFP,
do
but
this.
what's the procedure?
No. What I would do is talk to a couple of contractors, say, what would it cost? It's an RFQ. We request, just, hey, what would you charge us to go around?
It's 2026. I can tell you in 3 seconds on this thing right here, right now.
What's that? I don't know. What
You
you-
type it into any AI search engine and it's gonna tell you exactly what the square
Okay,
footage it
then.
is.
Okay,
That's not a big deal. What's the procedure with CPC? Do we
Okay.
need- Like in the multi-use field, we had to go get engineering studies before we could even go out. We haven't.
Well, we
even
need,
got to the scope
we
yet.
need the application to see what's eligible, first of all.
So you need to do the application.
okay.
Say you do the
Yeah,
application, is there?
talking to the town manager right now.
Okay, who
It
is,
is help.
where's the CPC, right now? Can you
We
bring that
can't.
to the meeting or get it?
Tommy, we can't. We
Why?
have our procedures. We need to have an eligibility form first to determine if it's eligible.
Which one?
The reason,
Which one is the?
I thought we were
For
talking
the
about the
track,
track.
for the track.
For the track, okay.
Okay, so the reason we do the eligibility form first is rather than have
Okay.
an applicant do a whole big application.
Okay, I
Okay,
understand.
so they
Where do
do
we
that.
get, where do
So-
we get the the
Eligibility
yeah,
form?
Where do I get?
It's online.
It's
All
online.
right, will you print it out and get it to me?
Don't, just look online and.
I don't even
see.
think it, I just
I'll look
filled
at
I
out,
know, but let's get it done.
I just filled out one.
Jesus, all
But
all
he-
you do is make excuses why we can't.
Tommy. Busy time for Jim.
I know it is.
He's one
It's
person,
a busy time, but we gotta make things move. You
Right.
can't sit on your hands and say, well, I
I
can't.
don't think he's sitting on it.
No, I'm not saying that.
Wait, but he
I'm
can't
saying
go and
print
fill all
it
those
out.
things out. I mean, that's the problem, is finding time.
I
to
know,
do this.
no, I talked to Allison, I'll bring the thing in,
You
we'll
can't, but
get it
Anderson,
done.
it's, there's
Don't
no
make
time.
it,
It's not,
we're gonna do it.
hey, I've been through it. It's a reality, Tom.
yeah, okay, print it out,
Anybody can do it. You can fill it out. You can
Okay.
fill it out and submit it.
I will do it.
Anybody can do it.
Print it out and we'll get it
I'm
done.
sending it to you now.
Man, oh man, that's why nothing's getting done. What we got next? On the Little League camp, we,
That's already coming past. I don't know what's on.
yeah, how many guys, how many campers did you have?
42.
42. What was the, are they giving, is gonna be money coming to us?
Potentially.
I talked to her about what
It was the first year rebooting it, so it was, we couldn't
What were
commit.
you charging?
What did we charge them?
Yeah,
Depending,
it was 300 per person.
adult
right,
one,
300
no, adult, the
per
older
person,
ones were 3, they were 200 for the younger kids.
What I recommend doing, that way it's, I think, because Allison's done some research, I think her research might be a little high. What I recommended doing is 10%, because I don't think it's fair to charge these guys on an hourly rate for the fields.
Right.
If they come in with 20 kids,
Well, that's what it was.
They're not going to be able to pay all that.
We didn't know what we were getting at this year, so this year we didn't really know.
So I think as far as I'd rather charge them, set a low price that I know that they can absorb every year, rather than. I just don't want to overcharge them and then discourage them and not have them do anything. So I think 10% is fair. I mean, if they make 10 grand, it's a grand.
We don't make 10 grand.
Yeah, so,
So 10% on.
well, you had 42 guys, right?
Right, but with the older ones, we did a 50-50 split with the college kids that we brought in. The college company, the local protege. So that it wasn't straight up, we made 300 per. So we had 18 kids at 300 and we split that with them. So essentially 18 kids at,
50-50?
yeah. Cause that came in under budget as to what I had for a number that I would have paid to bring them in. So that worked out better for us. But then they handle the whole thing with the older kids, with the 9s, 10s, 11s, 12s.
So if it's 42 times 200?
No. Plus you've got sibling discounts. I think there was a couple scholarships in there.
So maybe we do.
No, 10% of the growth, 10% of the net.
That's fine. I think maybe.
Thursday from our treasurer, I'll have what our
Is that fair?
numbers are.
Why don't we
10% of the
we'll
net.
work with
Yeah,
them this
that's
year,
fine.
and then I think next year though, I mean, I don't think 10% is too bad. I mean, I think,
Well,
right?
yeah, I think, how many days was the camp?
5.
5 days.
We
How
we
long was
lost a
it?
day, we lost it. We run it for 5
That's
days.
the other
Most
thing.
camps are 4 days. We run it for 5 days. That way, if you lose a day to weather because of that week, we don't have to offer a makeup day the following week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it worked out well for us, because we did the Monday, we got the Monday in. The rain held off. Tuesday, we lost. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we won.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I just don't want
The point is, we wanted to keep it with
to,
little.
plus I mean, it's predominantly Bridgewater residents.
Yes.
If we're talking about non-residents, I think that's a totally different issue, but Bridgewater residents, I mean,
And we're
I
not for
just
profit.
don't-
The league is not for profit too.
yeah,
So
I
it's,
mean, people get charged enough for a lot of other things, so hitting them,
gave him something to offer to kept the camp
Yeah,
going, because it would have died other than that.
and I mean, I think we should get something, just so we could go, like, I'd like to put some new infield mix in those infields and stuff, and
Yeah, and you're working it, so I don't think 10% of the gross, of the net is.
no,
bad.
I don't think so.
No, I think that's fair.
Yeah, let me, Jim, after my Thursday board meeting, I'll find out what our final numbers were. Then we can go from there.
You know, anything else in that? The golf course
Same
summer program, same thing. Is there anything we can do? Is there anything else we could do? You know, like the Thursday night league, they took the Thursday night league from us.
I don't think, I mean, who's it around that?
No, I'm just saying, could we do a women's,
We could do some,
lessons.
we could do some women's lessons.
yeah, I'm just
But
trying to
that-
get more
that-
programs
again,
that
that-
we're doing, that they can't say we're not doing stuff.
That has to be,
We can work.
Whoever said we're not doing anything is incorrect.
No, well, the town meeting we went to.
Yeah, but they can say that, but it's like most people don't know. They
Yeah.
just don't know. Because it's been a lot accomplished in the last 3 or 4 years.
No, I think, no. I'm
yeah,
not-
as far as
But they,
like
it's the
programs
programs.
go.
They said, oh, you need programs.
Well, they cut the funding, so what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Well, they cut the golf course.
That's what I mean. No, I mean,
That's
right,
the
there's
biggest
things like that, so it's,
Yeah.
you know,
you, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but we don't manage the golf course. I mean,
I don't know, but
That's why
that's,
we need to put our questions
I
together.
understand that, but for me to say, oh yeah, we can do this, I don't,
it just has to, you have to go through.
What-
I don't know. We don't really have anything to do with them anymore.
no, but that's what we're trying to get back.
No, I know, but
Because you're already getting
But
cut,
you're asking me-
your budget's getting cut. We need ways to say, hey, we're bringing money back in.
oh, I get that part, but for me to say, yeah, we can do summer programs.
no.
there, I don't know.
They're not gonna let us fund summer programs through golf course money. All of it's gonna go to the general fund. They're not gonna-
No,
Based on
that's
the
what we
town
gotta talk about.
Right, but that's,
If
we can't decide that.
if we're raising money and we're showing it, we have a footprint, we're gonna do it. Just like, okay, I'm jumping to the summer program. If I can get that summer program started with the college,
Yeah, that's what I don't want to do is, and maybe you guys do, you can sign up on it.
I want to get the swim
I
program.
don't want to run the thing ourselves. You don't have anything for shade for these kids. You know, anywhere to put
No,
them. And if we're gonna do it, and I don't care if whoever wants to do it, if they want to get the liability insurance, and like we used to do it. If Nancy wants to get her liability insurance and run the thing herself, I'm fine with it. I just don't want to have us hiring the individuals and having us. I don't want to be liable for some kid going
You're
down.
not liable. Town's not liable unless it's gross that they can prove that you did it intentionally.
You don't have any shelter for them.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
we've done
sun
that-
shelter. I know you did it.
that for years.
I understand you did.
Work
I
with
don't wanna
Best
get
At
Friends.
the school that people, yeah,
And we work at the school. We have to work.
I'm not
with
saying
the
we
state.
don't want to do it. I'm just saying if I don't want to do it and have us responsible for hiring. And I talked to the town manager. He doesn't want to do it either and have us do it with and have
Well, yeah.
the liability.
We'll-
I don't mind. I'm not saying I want to do it. I just don't want to have us hiring the employees. And
We always did.
I know you always did. And I don't.
Tommy, things have changed.
No.
I don't like. I just don't like. It's not a good setup. Those I saw what went on. They're out there. Plus the daily today. What do you do?
Yeah, well, hopefully again, we'd have a plan in place. When it rains,
You-
you have a plan in
But
place.
there's no place to
We-
put them.
There's no
Wait a
place to
minute.
go.
We would talk with the school, set us something up with the school or the vets club like
Yeah.
we did before.
Vets Club,
That's fine.
Vets Club won't even open until noon, so anything
They-
after before noon,
they-
they will not open
It's
before noon.
up to when you talk to people. Gotta talk to
I
him.
don't wanna
Everything
do it.
can't be done.
I don't want to do it.
Jimmy the
We're running
Downer,
it.
like, oh my God.
It's not, we've had these conversations, but I've tried to bet stuff for a million things, to open before noon, they will not open before noon, they won't do it.
I
And the
don't-
school has the base
I don't wanna-
program,
I don't
so they may
wanna
not have the
have-
space.
Who's the president this year?
Who?
At the Vets Club.
Kenny last I knew.
Kenny Stillett. Because the other topic I want to talk about is the Vets Club the parking. How can we get the tree area on the side? Now, did a kid get hit on Cottage Street
I don't know.
after a baseball game?
What?
Yeah. I heard,
I didn't hear.
somebody got hit. A
Hit?
child got hit. Yeah.
What?
Guy was driving.
When today,
No. This summer.
No,
There
we've
was
had
something
nothing,
that hit.
we've had nothing come up.
Right.
I didn't would have heard that one.
I definitely heard that one. Cause I remember the first night, my wife would have said to me, Mark, is that Park and Rec's fault? Anytime something like that happens, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
me.
I don't think so. I mean, I know we want to. I know we want to have go back to the old days. I just don't.
No, it's not hold it. But we
If they
gotta
have-
move, we gotta do things, and we have to bring a rec person in, like they said, then
I'd like to
they
bring in-
give us money.
I'd like to bring in either Skyhawks or somebody. I don't even care who does it.
No, a
if they wanna-
person who works for us
If they want to
that can
have.
do it.
I don't even think you need. I don't even think you need to do. Well, you're talking. Yeah, now you're talking about hiring people.
They're not gonna hire anybody.
no, but I would say to bring in Skyhawks and not go through this whole foolish RFP they made you go through before.
I'm not sure we would have to do that again. I think that might have been
I'm
a
not
silly
talking
thing.
this.
Yeah. I would say talk to Skyhawk for next year for different programs.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I had them on the line. They just. I don't think they wanted to fill out that.
Right, they
Well,
didn't want to,
Skyhawks didn't have any indoor facility either.
No, but they had the liability.
The liability, we have liability. It's like, oh, wait, we have liability, the town has liability.
So
Why
why
don't you
don't
guys take a vote right now and raise your hand and say, "I'll be liable if something."
No,
happens."
the town has liability.
Yeah, but who's overseeing the rec department?
Yeah,
when they're here?
okay, so somebody hurts themselves at the rec, on one of the facilities,
That's totally different.
playgrounds, you get hurt, what
That's
happens?
totally
so
They sue
why,
you?
why do we require Little League football?
They don't sue you, they go sue
They
the
have their
Right,
town.
but
they have their own
We
insurance.
have all our own insurances.
Right,
Everybody has their own
so if
insurance.
somebody, a kid playing Little League gets hurt, it's not the town covering it,
Right, so
because
it's a little
we
league insurance.
require the sports to have their own liability.
If they
The
show,
same
me-
as with camps.
But
if
what's
they
the
show
objective?
there was neglect and somebody hurt themselves,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna, like Little League. You may have insurance, but no one's, if a kid hurts himself, but if it was a blatant play and somebody got hurt because a coach hit him with a bat, okay, maybe that would change the complexity. But some kid sliding into second base, some kid sliding into second base and he breaks his ankle. They're not gonna sue and say, oh, wait a minute, he slid into second base and he broke his ankle. There's no lawsuit there.
But what's the
Because
objective?
nothing was.
Well, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, that's irrelevant, it doesn't matter what happens on the field, Little League has insurance. So it doesn't matter if they want to sue.
Right,
don't sue.
we have-
require-
But what's the objective? The objective is to run more programs, right?
Yes.
So I don't understand what the big deal is. If Skyhawks runs a program,
And
we're
they-
running more programs.
And they have their own liability.
Right.
And they can make the call on, okay, looks like ominous weather today, there's no camps in.
Or
Right.
they don't. They run them. They do them.
Just trying to see. Hang on, just trying. Did you send it to me, Gina?
Mhm.
I don't see it.
You- Oh,
I can print this off. Just bear with me 1 sec. We'll see how much this is. I'll have my office do it.
Remember, it's not anything said like that. It's not for discussion. Actually, we can discuss it now, the eligibility. But say tonight you look at it and you have questions or whatever. That goes against the open meeting law. That's why I say not for discussion.
Right.
Hey, if I get somebody to fill this out, Smalley, you get me the projected on the AI that you said it. Everyone does it. So if you
Yeah.
can get me that projected cost.
Submit your
What it'll
request
cost.
online.
Yep.
Submit your request online.
Estimated CPC cost. What's that?
I think this is it right here, right? Bridgewater, CPC eligibility. The Board of Health determine whether a proposed
This is
project may be eligible for community preservation.
This is it right here.
That's the eligibility. The eligibility one's short. It's the other one that gets you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's where, you know, we're gonna do it. I see if I can hire Larry, see if he's, to help us go around the,
I don't think it needs,
If we don't need to be that complex, if we can do it something simpler, that'd be a lot, it would save
If
a
it's-
step and it would save money.
right, if
Yeah.
it's just paving the track,
You just need to know the surface area,
yeah,
It's prepping for pavement and
and
paving.
prep and,
and there's companies that are on state
Set up,
contract.
set up
for
against,
paving.
yes,
Jimmy,
that's where you save some money there.
Jimmy Stone does all the work.
there's stone that's there now.
No, I know, but it's all worn. Yeah, I
Right.
mean,
Right.
it's all pitched and the water just,
Yeah, you'd have to regrade it, but
I think you're gonna need loom on the sidelines, don't you? Or change your sidelines.
we're talking outside the fence here, right?
Yeah, well, but the field is above the outside now, the outside's worn down, so the field's above it, so maybe bring it up. So we'd add drainage. So that would circumvent the
I
water
think you would
problem
pitch,
coming up
they
the field.
just pitch that thing so it runs away from the field.
Yeah.
And then in between, the only question would be in between
Crushed stone.
the senior field and that end zone. You might have to do some sort of drain along football, going out past the gazebo, kind of maybe something.
Bring it down that way.
Yeah.
Into the Three River combination.
That could be the only questionable. Yeah, that could get maybe a little more pricey.
So, I don't know, even if we put PVC piping and crushed stone right before you're on the field side and cover it over.
Yeah.
And then we
That
put
would just run
Can you have
it out.
the
the
end zone.
person that paid
That's the problem.
the
No, no, it's
best?
that area there.
Same size.
Because, so,
Yeah.
Can you
No,
have
no,
him
no,
down?
it was simple.
He could pave them, he could
It's like
stage them.
shit.
Didn't somebody repave them? No, okay,
No,
it's just
we
repainted.
just repainted.
All right, let's do this. Is there anything else with, I put down the summer program about what we can start. I'm trying to work with the college and see if to do the swim program. They'd be running it for us.
we'd advertise.
Yeah, and we'd have to be under the rec pro, like it used to be.
Under the
but we
website.
used to- Yeah,
But they handle everything
well, that's,
on their end,
that's what I'm working. See if we
registration
can
and stuff.
Work with them, some students, run the program. It'd still be organized by us, so we take some of the responsibility.
So we need a point person on that.
Yeah, but I you know, I would handle if Jimmy was too busy, I would try to handle that on them, try to see, just work with it. But I wouldn't be doing a swim program, but I'll just get it, see if we could do it. This
Yeah,
is just,
if they're-
this is just,
Yeah, absolutely.
So they have a-
it's not here.
What do they do in their pool in the summer? They have anyone there?
Oh, they have an aquatics director. Who was the aquatics director before?
I heard.
Way back, Harry Lehman.
Yes, the
It was way back. Joe was. He ran the summer, he ran our swim program.
Yeah.
And then they tried to run it themselves.
My
They
niece,
tried to run it. Your niece ran it.
my niece ran it for a few years too.
So how would that
So
work?
did-
We just have them sign up, plus.
Yeah.
And have them
No,
go.
yeah, they
Who is
signed up at
that?
the rec office.
Tommy,
Everyone used to sign up at the rec office.
who is that,
This is what
the
he's.
teacher? Johnny Squad,
Yeah,
he ran it for a couple of years.
yeah,
too.
John Linscore. You met it. Didn't you know Johnny? He passed away. Jim Linsquad. He was a basketball coach at BR. Girls
Was
basketball.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Great guy.
What was his name?
He taught there too, 'cause that's how Elaine.
Yeah, Jim,
Linscott.
Linscott from Middleborough.
Mhm.
Big bet.
When did he
Big
stop
football
coaching?
player. He coached football, basketball.
Football? I thought
He
you
didn't go, no, he coached with Danny,
Oh,
but
okay.
he coached basketball. girls
When did he stop
basketball.
coaching boys basketball? Boys basketball?
No, I think it was girls.
Oh.
Girls, I know it was girls basketball.
And he taught
He
it.
passed away. Great guy.
So if they,
Sad. Sad.
do they have a program now, a swim program?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's why I'm just saying right now. That's where I am now. All right. Anything else?
I put in for CPC, but I remember I asked the town manager about the, so I hate to call it a sign because they tell me it's a,
Josh is gonna see this and go, who's the guy who
I'll give them one
Lady something.
for sign.
Yeah,
It's been a.
CPC we won't pay a sign unless it's part of a
so
project.
it's a permanent public recreation information and way finding.
Oh, yeah.
Signage.
Your digital sign that?
Yeah, so I looked it up with this thing and asked showed them what I wanted to do, and then I asked if they've ever done it mass. They have 4 towns that have done it.
Do you have a
So,
picture of it?
no.
But if it's, again, CPC won't pay signage unless it's part of a project. Like Styles and Hart,
Yeah.
we pay for signs because it's a
We
project.
have a signs there if we call Jim. We can lump sum it in with the track. It's Legion Field. It's part of the project.
So it says,
It is. There's no denying it. It is.
I can't find where it says the towns, but there was
What
4
we
towns
adjourn the
in Mass.
meeting.
It's a digital sign.
You're just looking up stuff.
I don't
Yeah, it's a
know.
digital-
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I go. Do I
Second.
have a? Do I have
Second.
for second?
Yep, second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Time is 7:05.
Adjourn.
The in meeting.